Okay, now this is Nan Sunny from Sunny Enterprises, which we are giving you glossary of hydraulic, mobile hydraulic terminology or hydraulic terminology. Differential current, the algebraic summation of the current in the torque motor measured in milliamperes is called differential current. What is differential current? The algebraic summation of the current in the torque motor measured in milliamperes is called differential current. And differential cylinder, what is differential cylinder? Any cylinder in which the two opposed piston areas are not equal is called differential cylinders. Any cylinder in which two opposed areas are not equal is called differential cylinder. Directional valve, a valve which selectively directs or prevents fluid flow to desired channel. Directional valve, a valve which selectively directs or prevents fluid flow to desired channels is called directional valve. Displacement, the quantity of fluid which can pass, displacement, a quantity of fluid which can pass through a pump, motor or cylinder in a single revolution or stroke is called displacement. The quantity of fluid which can pass through a pump, motor or cylinder in a single revolution of a stroke is called displacement. Now double acting cylinder, a cylinder in which fluid force can apply in either direction is called double acting cylinder. A cylinder in which fluid force can be applied in this direction and in this direction is called double acting cylinder. What is drain? A passage or a line from hydraulic component which returns leakage fluid independently to reservoir or to vented manifold is called drain. Efficiency, the ratio of output to input is called efficiency. Volumetric efficiency of the pump is the actual output in gum divided by the theoretical or design output. The overall efficiency of hydraulic system is the output power divided by the input power. Efficiency is usually expressed as a percent. Now what is electrohydraulic servo valve? Electrohydraulic servo valve, a directional type valve which receives a variable or controlled electrical signal and which controls or meter hydraulic flow. Electrohydraulic servo valve. Now what is energy? The ability or capacity to do work is called energy, measured in units of work. Feedback, the output signal from the feedback element. The output signal from the feedback element is called the output signal from a feedback element. Filter, a device whose primary function is the retention by a porous medium of insoluble contaminants from a fluid is called filter. A device which primary functions in the retention by a porous media of insoluble contamination from a fluid. If I show you some example of this filter, porous material, you can see its side. This is the example of filter. Flooded, a condition where the pump inlet is discharged by placing the reservoir oil level above the pump inlet port. When the reservoir is installed above the pump inlet port, it's called a condition where the pump is flooded. Flow control valve, a valve which contains the rate of oil flow. A valve which controls the rate of oil flow is called the flow control valve. Flow rate, the volume, mass or weight of the fluid passing through any conductor per unit of time is called the flow rate. What is the flow rate of a hydraulic pump? 1 gallon per minute, 2 gallon per minute. Similarly, all the components, they are designed for specific flow rate because there is a the orifices are of fixed sizes. So they are small sizes and the big and large sizes orifices. So they are fixed. They are flow. The volume, mass or weight of fluid passing through any conductor per unit of time is called the flow rate. Now the fluid, a liquid or a gas is called a fluid. A liquid or gas, a liquid that is specially compound for use as a power transmitting medium in a hydraulic system. Now follow valve, a control valve which ports oil to an actuator so the resulting output motion is proportional to the input motion to the valve. Follow valve, a control valve which ports oil to an actuator so the resulting output motion is proportional to the input motion to the valve is called a follow valve. Force, any push or pull measured in units of weight. In hydraulics, Total force is expressed by the product force per unit area and the area of the surface on which the pressure acts. Force is equal to pressure into area. Now, four-way valve. A directional valve having four flow paths is called a four-way valve. Directional valve having four way is called a four-way valve. And what is frequency? The number of times an action occurs in a unit of time is called frequency. Number of times an action occurs in a unit of time is called frequency. Frequency is the basis of all sound. A pump or a motor basic frequency equal to its speed in revolution per second multiplied by number of pumping chambers. Now, front connected. A condition where piping connections are in normally exposed surfaces of hydraulic components is called front connected. Full flow. In a filter, the condition where all the fluid must pass through the filter element or medium. Full flow. In a filter, the condition where all the fluid must pass through the filter element or medium. Gauge pressure. A pressure scale which ignores atmospheric pressure. Its 0 point is 14.7 psi. Gauge pressure. Pressure is 14.7 psi. What is head in the hydraulic system? The height of a column or a body of fluid above a given point expressed in linear units. Head is often used to indicate gauge pressure. Pressure is equal to the height times the density of the fluid. Okay, this is our second video for explaining you different terminologies which are used in hydraulics. Adnan Sani from Sani Enterprises. We will try to improve the quality and the material of our training videos. And it all my phone number is 03154225 03124225 country code is 92, and email is adnan_sani@yahoo.com, Sani Adnan SANNI Adnan@gmail.com. Love hydraulics. Hydraulic is the most beautiful field you can ever imagine to be in. It is the heart and soul of the whole humanity, a whole human being also, because heart is hydraulic pump, which is pumping the blood all over the body, and similarly now all the machines, hydraulic pump is the heart of the machine which control all the power and motion control. Thank you very much. Bye bye.